Hello, this is Rajeev Nalawadi, and today we'll be talking about Irish author Steve Cavanagh. So, Steve Cavanagh was born in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and he has a huge fan base from European countries as well as around the world. His passion was really kindled with a family that was very appreciative of storytelling, and he pursued law, but he became a practicing solicitor and specializing in civil rights law and police misconduct, which adds authenticity to a depth of his legal thrillers. His breakthrough in literary world came with his debut novel, The Defects, that was published in 2015. And this introduces readers to Eddie Flynn, a con artist turned lawyer who uses his unique set of skills to defend his clients in high-stake cases. Flynn's character is complex and deeply human, which kind of resonates very well with what he's trying to defend. And the defense itself, like the book, it started this series, and it's known for its fast-paced, tightly plotted narratives and clever blending of some of the reality that you would see in cases. And he has also done a lot of standalone novels along with classic legal dramas that are thrillers packed with suspense. He has also done the standalone novels and various anthologies. His works are characterized by sharp, witty dialogues, intricate plotting, and a deep understanding of the legal system because he himself has been like a practicing lawyer. So Cavanagh's background as a lawyer brings this additional level of authenticity and details to his novels that is often liked by all the readers, and that's what resonates, this insider knowledge of the legal strategies and the courtroom dynamics that you would expect. And he's actively involved in the literary community also, often participating in a lot of the writer panels, and he also hosts a podcast, Two Crime Writers and a Microphone, which invites other authors to discuss crime novels especially. So now to go over one of his novel, 13. So look at that cover. It's such a grabbing hook, right? Like the serial killer isn't on trial, he's on the jury. So that's what grabbed me and my attention, and literally it gripped me all the way from the start to the finish. So the Hollywood star Robert Solomon, he stands accused of the gruesome double murder of his beautiful wife and security guard. Reminds you of O.J. Simpson, right? So nothing related to that. So, but that's what my mind immediately went to. And Robert Solomon and his wife, they were kind of the Hollywood's hottest power couple, and all the evidence is pointing against Solomon, and it's overwhelming, making the case appear open and shut, kind of from the prosecution side. And this is the celebrity murder trial of the century. And the defense for Robert Solomon, they want one man on their team, Eddie Flynn. And this is part of the Eddie Flynn series. So the story revolves around Eddie Flynn as the narrator. He's the series protagonist, and he's a reformed con artist turned defense lawyer. So Flynn, with his very sharp instincts and street smart, knows there is more to the story than actually that meets the eye. So it involves all these characters, right? It involves a ruthless prosecutor and a brilliant defense lawyer and a defendant with some secret, and also a serial killer on the jury itself. He's not on the trial, but he has committed some murder to come and sit on the jury. So the novel itself, it stands out in the legal genre. There is gripping twists and turns that you will you will get to experience. And Joshua Kane is the serial killer, and he's the true mastermind of the murders. He's a very calculating, meticulous serial killer, and he can manipulate the situations from the inside, and that's why he's on the jury. So that's the title 13 as well, instead of a 12-person jury, 13, right? So unbeknownst to everyone involved in the trial, Kane has orchestrated his way onto the jury to ensure the outcome he desires. So Kane, the serial killer, gets always what he wants, and he's very manipulative, and he desires the same thing here in the Robert Solomon case. As Flynn digs deeper into the complexities of the case, he becomes entangled in sort of a cat and mouse game with Kane. So the novel itself, for me personally, it combines like a murder trial with a serial killer plot and a very suspenseful, clever narrative that was very different. And I certainly like one of the other authors that comment on the novel as praiseworthy comments which are captured in the novel, right? Lee Child, he said, "This guy is the true deal." And Lee Child from the Jack Reacher series. So it certainly resonated well with me, kept me gripping all the way to the end. And Kane himself has killed to get the best seat in the house, right? So now Kane knows that somebody is on his tail as well. So he's a very smart serial killer. So he also knows somebody is on his tail. So someone like Kane, for Kane also, his time is running out. He just needs to get the conviction without being discovered. And there is a speediness he needs to this trial, and he wants things to proceed very quickly, and that's Kane. He wants conviction before being discovered. So the Cavanagh expertly crafts these dual perspectives of Eddie Flynn and Kane throughout the novel. Flynn's perspective follows his struggles and strategies within the courtroom, while Kane's chilling chapters. So there are multiple chapters that go Flynn, Kane, right? And Kane's chilling chapters reveal sort of his sinister preparations and manipulations as a juror, providing the reader with insights into his own twisted mind and the motivations. The novel itself has a lot of originality to it. The first one, at least, I saw along these lines, and a very fast-paced action and brilliant interplay with sort of a lot of the criminal intent and the deceit. So Cavanagh's background as a lawyer, it lends the authenticity to the legal proceedings, and his skill as a thrill writer is amazing. It keeps the tension and the stakes high, grabs you by the lapel from page one, and it continues to the end. The novel can be considered not only a legal thriller, but a profound exploration of evil and manipulation, and this is what made it like a standout, and it's a standout for me and a standout addition to the genre itself. And the thriller fans will be very happy with the twist that is providing a fresh take on the legal thriller genre and keeps all the readers guessing until the very end. So there is intense courtroom drama that is blended with page-turning twists and interesting characters you can't get enough of. And personally, for me, I found the novel fitting along the legal themes of John Grisham, and also a mix of the lone wolf kind of thing from Lee Child's Jack Reacher kind of series. So it's a mix of John Grisham and Lee Child is the way I would put it, and that's how it resonated with me. So we'll be going over today is 50-50. And again, I like all these covers of Steve Cavanagh novels. Look here, two sisters on trial for murder. They are accusing each other. who do you believe? Right? So 50-50, that's where 50-50, it's a 50-50 chance that one of them has done it. So the story begins with the brutal murder of Frank Avellino. And Frank Avellino was a former New York City city mayor, and he is found stabbed to death in his own home. And he has two daughters, Alexandra and Sophia, and both of them place a call to 911, and there is a captured transcript of 911 in the novel from each one of these daughters, and they have called within minutes of each other, and each one is accusing the other of the murder, that the other sister did it. So this turns the case into a deadly game of shifting blame and hidden truths, and there is no clear evidence pointing exclusively to either one of the sisters, but one of them has done it. Right? So the case quickly captures the public and media's attention, becoming a sensational trial that divides the opinion and stokes like sort of intense emotions among the people of New York, and where and this has become a very famous trial sort of thing, very followed trial. And again, part of the Eddie Flynn series, right? So enters Eddie Flynn. He's again a very cunning, resourceful defense attorney with a knack for making seemingly impossible cases. And now this time he's representing one of the sisters, Sophia, and Kate Brooks. She's relatively inexperienced, but a very determined lawyer. She's representing the other sister, Alexandra. And both the attorneys face immense pressure under the media spotlight while grappling with their own doubts on whether their own clients are innocent. The defense and the prosecution don't know who is innocent in their case. That's the beauty of this novel, 50-50. And the trial progresses, and Eddie and Kate must sift through a tangled web of family secrets. There is a lot of family secrets. There is lies and manipulation that is thrown into the novel as the novel progresses. And the narration in the novel is from the viewpoint of the two lawyers, Eddie Flynn and Kate, and the real killer, who is one among the two sisters and referred to as she. Right? So that's how the novel narration is. And as both the sisters go on trial at the same time, so it's a joint trial in front of one jury, right? So surely one of these women and the sisters is lying and is a murderer, and really a gruesome murderer, because he's cut into pieces, like literally, and only twisted mind can do that. Both lawyers kind of become increasingly involved in their cases. It's sort of risking their career, and they're risking their lives and the career to uncover the truth. The narrative is really, really fast-paced and filled with a lot of twists as Cavanagh masterfully constructs a complex legal puzzle that will challenge your perceptions of guilt and innocence of what it really means. For me personally, 50-50 stood out in its sharp characterization, the clever plot, and the intense psychological tension that was driving the narrative. Cavanagh's expertise in crafting compelling legal courtroom scenes is on full display, making this novel a thrilling and unpredictable ride. The dynamic between Eddie Flynn and his legal counterpart was another element that adds depth to what the legal proceedings are. So it highlights the personal and ethical challenges that the lawyers often face in some of these high stakes trials. It's not easy, and there is mention of a cafe where people, when the jury goes to ponder, there is people sitting in this cafe ordering coffee, and very interesting scenes that are intertwined within the novel itself. So overall, 50-50 is like a standout legal thriller that combines intense courtroom drama and with a lot of plot twists. It's a must-read for the fans of the legal thriller genre. And truly, this brings out the attributes of Steve Cavanaugh's reputation. And he has like a very strong reputation, I believe, as a master of legal suspense thrillers. And this goes to those praiseworthy comments that are given out in the novel as well. I saw many of those from very renowned authors that I admire personally. And Steve Cavanagh is surely like one of those legal crime thriller genre authors. I would recommend both these novels that we went over today, 50/50 and 13. Wonderful reads. So that's it for today, and we'll be back soon with another author and their novels. Till then, bye.